Hi, my name is Doug Kalish, and I wanted to show you how I've got my boat set up, or my Nucanoe set up for striper fishing. Starting out, this is just a 10-foot Nucanoe. This is my bait tank, and inside I have blueback herring. This is a 10-gallon tank, and I usually carry about a dozen to a dozen and a half are rod holders, and I also have a fish finder or sonar and a GPS. I just turn that on. That's going to give me my directions, where I'm going, how I'm hitting, or the heading that I'm on. And of course it will also tell me what kind of fish I might be seeing on my chart. This is my transducer. This is attached in various ways, but essentially what I use or have used is the same things that you would put your GPS when you load it in your car. If you put a brand new GPS in and it sits up, you can use one of these. It moves up and down, and of course goes directly into the water as you travel along. Standing back a little bit, you can see, I guess it perhaps might even appear as though it's a shrimp boat with all the rods sticking out. I have 5 rods that I'm using. 4 rods are for stripers under the water. 1 rod, the white ones, are for the stripers. I fish that with a down rod, which basically is a rod with about a 1.5 to 2 ounce weight on it that will get me down to the bottom and carry my bait down deep. The others are simply free lines, or I will use planer boards with them. The other 3 boards or rods that I have here. The brown rod that you see, looking at now, is a rod that I carry with me in case I see the fish boiling up. I can throw it right to them. This is a Ducks Unlimited seat that I sit in, and that of course this is all a modular system. Everything comes out and goes back in whenever I want to go from trout fishing to striper fishing to bass fishing, or whatever kind of fishing I'm doing, red fishing, etc. Now you also notice that I have some pontoons on the back. This is not a necessity for the Nucanoe because it is a very stable craft, but I choose to use it because I oftentimes will fish on a large impoundment in the south where there are a lot of big boats on the lake, and you never know when one's going to come sneaking up beside you or behind you at full speed. And I have found many times that my stand-in fish has worked very well for me, keeping me dry and not flipping out of the boat. I also have a electric motor or trolling motor that I use. This is a Motor Guide Verimax. It's a 40 pound thrust. I have an extension for it so that I can I can steer it from while I'm sitting in the boat. So, in the boat seat. So there you have my Nucanoe. Now what I'd like to do is to show you how I get in and out, what I use to transport my Nucanoe. So I just got in from fishing, if you're wondering why I'm out of breath. It's a very little motion, very little use of muscles to get this out into the water or back in. And what we're going to do is just walk it over here. I purchased a personal watercraft trailer. It was used. I think I picked it up for about 300 bucks, but it works just perfectly with the Nucanoe. As you can see, I'm just straightening it out a little bit and then just pulling it right in by hand. Nucanoe only weighs 60 pounds, so it's quite easy to lift and pull, especially when you've got water, to take some of the weight off. So now all I'm going to do is to connect my trailer. There we go. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I'm hooked up. And now I'm going to pull the boat out of the water and start taking all my composites out. However, before I do that, I'm going to unhook the electricity to my bait tank. I'm going to take the top off and move my battery, set it in my car. Then I'm going to tip the bait tank over, empty it. I don't know if you can see what I did or not, but basically this is, as I mentioned, this is very modular. Just put a piece of plywood, put a few L hooks in it, and I'm ready to go. This will now go into my car. If I get everything untangled here. I'm going to wrap everything up, attach it, set my little modular system down. You notice maybe I have a cane that I use to get in and out of the boat, also to push me off when that's just a little innovation I came up with. Now I'm going to put the modular section back in. I'm going to put the top back on if I can find it. Where did I do with it? I do have a top somewhere. Gracious. All ready to go. It's all wrapped up. I go ahead and leave my bait tank and battery and sonar, fish finder, Lowrance on the boat until I get home. There, take it off and store it in the garage. But that's what we look like. And when I go trout fishing, the Only thing that stays on is the seat, and that's it. The rest of it I fish. Bye-bye.